What if I told you Nami might actually have Conqueror's Haki? And it's not just a wild fan theory anymore. Oda implicitly just confirmed it in SBS Volume 2, but that's not all. This volume also officially seals the deal. Rayleigh and Scapper Gaban, just like Zoro, both have Conqueror's Haki too. The pieces are finally coming together. And the truth about the Straw Hat's real power level, it's way bigger than anyone imagined. Welcome to Super Synth D Studio, where the final saga of One Piece hits different. If you're ready for real spoilers, raw theories, and hype that slaps harder than Conqueror's Haki, you're absolutely in the right place. One Piece SBS Volume 112 has finally dropped, and it's packed with spicy and juicy information that's just begging to be broken down. Question number 1. Is the man with sunglasses who appeared in Chapter 1096 Gilbastar Eiichiro Oda? Yes, he's a hidden character. Actually, the protagonist of a manga I drew when I was 17. How did you figure that out? LOL. So, this Gilbastar of the Rocks Pirates had his corpse retrieved by Gecko Moria, and he appeared during the Thriller Bark arc on Chapter 450. He's the kind of character you're totally fine not noticing. That means we now have 2 confirmed members of the Rocks Pirates who were turned into zombies by Moria, Captain John, and now Gilbastar. The next question. Odachi. Hello. The Pirate King's left hand, Scapper Gaban, was his name taken from Space Sheriff Gaban? I used to watch it on TV as a kid. Eiichiro Oda. Oh, a fellow from the same generation. I've been asked this by many people, but my intent was different. I've always loved old movies, and I sometimes borrow names from actors in the past. In this case, Gabon came from an old cool French actor named Jean Gabin. That's where I got the name from. Next question. Odachi. I want to see what Gerd and Goldberg looked like when they were young. Eiichiro Oda. Alright. I have received many questions about the new giant warrior pirates, including their childhood. So I'll summarize it here. Present. Name: Hadrudin. Occupation: Captain. Height: 22. Age: 81. Favorite food: meatballs. Name: Stanson. Occupation: shipwright. Height: 19.5 m. Age: 81. Favorite food: battlefront meals. Name: Road. Occupation: navigator. Height: 26. Age: 63. Favorite food: berry pie. Name: Gerd. Occupation: doctor. Height: 17 mo. Age: 75. Favorite food: hamburger, macaron. Name: Goldberg. Occupation: cook. Height: 21 emmer. Age: 63. Favorite food: roasted ram. Note: 2 years ago, Stansen's picture from Sabaudi is shown. 63 years ago, Kid Hadrudin, Stansen and Gerd are shown. Goldberg and Rode were newborn babies. Baby Loki was born a few days before them. They have the same age, 63. Then the childhood appearances of the 5 new giant warrior pirates are shown. Next question. I really love the atmosphere of the villages of Elbaf. Is there a country or town where it was modeled after Eiichiro Oda? I'm really glad to hear that. The design of Elbaf took quite a long time. Thank you very much. As for the model, of course, I based it primarily on buildings from the Viking era in Northern Europe, Scandinavia. From there, I imagined the culture and geography. It's actually the same village that was in Volume 86, but I drew it from an angle that it wouldn't reveal that it was on top of a giant tree. Next question. Hello, Oda-san. What are the Dosendada tribe? Are they a tribe of mixed race between giants and dwarves? Or maybe between ancient giants and dwarves? Eiichiro Oda. Quite close. The correct answer is it's a mixed race between humans and dwarves. The name of the dwarves' tribe, Tontata, came from the cute sounds of their footsteps. If you raise the sound volume a bit more, it becomes Dosundada. The mixed race between a giant and a dwarf is called the Zushindudo tribe. They're very rare. But hold up. Here's a question that no one's ready for. How does a giant and a dwarf even mechanically engage? In bed. Anyone got a clue? Let me know your best theories down in the comments. Next question. Tsubasa Maru. Hello, Odachi-san. Because Ripley and Gerd are giants. Are their cup sizes W as in World Cup? Eiichiro Oda. Whoo, that's a good one. Lol, that's so stupid. So stupid, yet it's the best. Let's go with that. You see, I've received a lot of questions about that. Well, if I'm going to calculate it, the busts of the female giants are more than 6 mets. What cup size are they? They asked, hell if I know, up until now. Tsubasa Maru-kun, pen name of the question sender. Let's go with that. The breasts of every female giant are all W. World Cups. Next question. What was Gaban's role in the Roger Pirates? Eiichiro Oda. I gave a general introduction to the Roger Pirates back in Volume 96's SBS, but I'll now introduce the main members and their roles. Captain Gold D. Roger. First Mate, Silver's Rayleigh. Navigator, Scapper Gaban. Tactical Officer, Moon Isaac Jr. Doctor, Crocus. Helmsman, Donkino. Torture Interrogator, Millet Pine. Scholar, Rowing. Informant, Aereo. Intelligence Officer, Spencer. Gunner, Peter Moo. Musician, Jackson Banner. Shipwright, Blue Marine. Anyway, here's something wild. The Roger Pirates didn't even have a cook on board. And guess what? Gaban, being the crew's navigator, is now confirmed. Which, honestly, isn't that surprising. If you rewatch that moment when the Roger Pirates set sail for Laugh-Tale, it's Gaban who's holding the map. That pretty much means Gaban and Nami share the exact same role. They're both navigators. And get this, in Oda's early concept art, Nami was originally designed wielding an axe, just like Gaban does. Plus, it's now officially confirmed. Rayleigh was the first mate, and also the vice captain of Roger's crew. So what does that say about Zoro? It all but confirms that Zoro is Luffy's first crewmate and his vice captain. To all the Sanji fanboys out there, go ahead and take a minute to cry in the corner. And hey, for all the Sanji stans clinging to that number 4 spot, this next one might hurt. Both Rayleigh and Gaban are now confirmed to have Conqueror's Haki. So, does this mean Nami might awaken her own Conqueror's Haki soon? Let's not forget, right after the Wano arc, Nami accidentally let out a burst of Conqueror's Haki when she smacked Luffy. Even Jinbei got scared and said it straight up. Nami is using Conqueror's Haki. That moment only adds more weight to the theory that Nami truly has this ability. Now, here's something super interesting. Based on the new info from Oda about the roles aboard Roger's ship, we've learned more about possible positions on a pirate crew. So let's say Vivi, Yamato, or even Loki end up joining the Straw Hat Pirates. Here's how they'd fit in. Vivi would take the role of an intelligence officer. Yamato and Loki, they'd be perfect as interrogators or, dare I say it, torturers. And when it comes to tactical genius, that role fits Trafalgar Law like a glove. Next question. The pirate crew that appears in Shakum 1022. Is that legendary pirate crew, right? Eiichiro Oda. Yes, that's right. Where did they come from? And why? LOL. How should I explain this? LOL. For those who are interested about this, please search it on the internet. So, in a certain Jump project, more than 25 years ago, these characters were based from my Hip the Skull Curry, alongside with Nobuhiro Watsuki-sensei's Rurouni Kenshin author Simiktar, and Take Hiroyuki-san's Shaman King author Hiro Gomon, who formed a pirate crew. Next question. Odaki in the Elbaf arc. Those strange animals from the movie Strong World keep on appearing. I really love the idea of them being incorporated in the main story. Eiichiro Oda. That's right. I've designed a lot of animals for that movie. And those animals made their appearance here on Elbaf. Well, coming up with something new is troubles. I mean, those animals were created based on the theme of what would animals look like if they evolved in a world where strength governs everything. So it actually made things quite easy. No. I also had the idea that animals raised in a warrior nation would be similar. So I made them appear here. It's definitely not because I'm too bothered to think of something new, okay? Next question. The speech recognition ability of the transponder snail that's beside Loki. How does it differ from the other transponder snails? Eiichiro Oda. Well, Loki is restrained, right? The reason someone can answer with this transponder snail without using their hands is because this particular transponder snail can understand a bit of human language and is able to connect calls on its own. It's the same when making calls. It can be activated similarly to saying, "Hey Siri, next question. Odachi, why is Gunko walking around in her panties?" Eiichiro Oda. Well, I keep getting comments like it's panties this, panties that, but listen, it is technically underwear. But if we call it that, then that would make Gunko some kind of pervert. That's not the case at all. You know Nami and Bonnie's outfits on Egghead? It's a fashion where the hems of their jackets are extended. In fact, it reduces the amount of skin that's being exposed. So that outfit is totally fine. How rude! Last question. Hello, Oda-sensei. I am a boy who's about to enter middle school. I have a question for you, Sensei. I am hooked to One Piece right now. I love Kizaru. My dad owns up to volume 82 of the manga, and I have been reading them. I want him to buy volumes 83 onwards. But do you have a good strategy suggestion for that? Please teach me. Eiichiro Oda. Oh, come on. This makes me want to buy it for you. To all the young boys who read through over 100 volumes of the manga without losing interest, I wish I could buy it for every one of you. But since that's not realistic, you should go with the shoulder massage strategy. There's no parent that wouldn't be happy from getting a massage from their child. Volume 82 is exactly where Momonosuke vows to avenge his father once your dad's shoulder and heart has softened. You should say, "Father, I want to defeat Kaido." That should do the trick. So here we are. Nami might become the first female Straw Hat with Conqueror's Haki. Zoro is now basically walking in the footsteps of legends like Rayleigh and Gaban. And the SBS just revealed more than the manga ever dared to. Oda's not just giving us trivia anymore. He's dropping bombs. Every line in this SBS changes how we view the future of the Straw Hat Pirates. If you're hyped for what's coming in, One Piece 1154, and beyond, make sure to subscribe to Super Synth D Studio for more breakdowns, and drop your craziest theory about Nami's Conqueror's Haki in the comments. Trust me, this final saga is only getting started. Let's ride this wave together.